Hello and welcome back, people. Hope you're all well and excited for today's video, because today we are going to be talking about XEQM labs once again. This is the part 2 of overview video we made recently. This project was very interesting and exciting for me, and I also found some comments witnessing the project, and after their research I think they were also pretty intrigued by the vision and the infrastructure they're trying to build. We had a deep walkthrough towards the project's vision, the roadmap, the developers 2 cents, and they're basically all the work they plan to do and they have done, and the products they are trying to offer for the privacy utility. They didn't just want a label of privacy towards your project. So basically, to summarize, they had every aspect of that should be in a privacy coin fulfilled in the roadmap and the vision. Now we are going to look at it from a market investor's perspective, from the socialist perspective, from the face of it. We are going to be looking at their social handle like X, and we are going to be looking at the Telegram community, the vibe in there, the communities, the activity, what they're talking about, how are they bullish, or are they not happy with the new team, what's the environment out there. And we are going to be starting from where we left the previous video. We left on the vision, read the vision section on their website. We completed it, but today we are going to be having a look at the white paper, and then just go over to their socials like Telegram and their X, and see the conclusion for the project. So now I'll be heading over to their website once again, and if I go to the blog session, I would also like to see what's over here, because I would like to have the website fully explored as well. So here we have an explorer. We will see this later when we talk about service nodes in detail in this video. Wallet, we can see how to download their wallet. This is basically very simple. If you are a Windows user like me, you just simply like any other GUI wallet, it's a very basic stuff for any crypto investor. You just download the win.exe. After downloading the file, it will take a few seconds, and you'll just execute it, and it will run the wallet app, and the wallet should be looking somewhat like this: XEQM GUI, and it should be starting. And advice I got from the Telegram group, from the community, was to run local daemon only, remote daemon, not the remote daemon. So let's just select English, and this is my wallet. So once you enter the password, you're inside the wallet, and you should also just be careful about connecting. You should click connect after selecting this option. So once you click connect, it will be connected, it won't be disconnected. Yeah, see, connected to the daemon successfully. So that's how you do it, and then you enter into your wallet, or if it's for your first time, you just create a new wallet and start your XEQM lab journey. And basically you can also buy from the exchange and send overhead for your safety, as if you're a long-term investor, don't keep your funds on the exchange. Is a quite a famous thing that many crypto investors do. So getting back to the topic, let's just head over to the XEQM lab website. Wallet blocks. Now we have talked about tokenomics, about and the applications that they provided in the vision. I think platform is pretty much the same, like stake, unlock API access, build private apps. That's also the products that they offer. Now on the home, we see 7 years of resilience, technology can be rebuilt, trust and community cannot be manufactured. The beautiful line we also talked about in the part 1 of the overview. The developer, we have talked about this for getting their products for the API integration into your own website or app. Any developer out there, just have a look over here to add privacy to your website. And maybe you can also have a good collaboration for your community with the community of XEQM labs, which is very user friendly, and in my personal experience, their community is one of the best communities I have gotten the chance to be in any cryptocurrency coin that is launched previously. So yeah, you can definitely have a look if you're a developer with a website and you have login type of any field, any aspect of the website where you want privacy. So built with native privacy, identity and access. Yeah, these are all the things that can be covered with privacy, but I think these are specific to the project XEQM. Verify a condition, age, membership without storing or exposing what was checked. Okay, so these are the things that we talked about in part 1 and were pretty interesting. The products they offer, these are the products once again. These were the tokenomics. Privacy is not a feature, it is a right. Exactly. This is all what the project is about. This is their vision. So get involved. Telegram, we'll go over there, buy the markets available now. There's another exchange available, we'll talk about that today. And GitHub, we will also read the white paper from their GitHub. So now blogs, let's check out the blog. Service node operator guide, setup, staking, monitoring and earning rewards, everything you need to run an XEQM service node, coming soon. Okay, from the build log, developmental updates, technical deep dives and community news from the XEQM labs team. Okay, so blogs will be published from their official teams. Over here I can see 14 April 2026, privacy you can build on blog. I think this is a blog that they have published. XEQM tokenomics explained is coming soon. Okay, join the community, GitHub documentation. Okay, follow on GitHub. Let's check this privacy you can build on blog. It's submitted by Wayland. I have seen him in the nice gentleman. So XEQM labs vision, where XEQM has been, where it is going, and why privacy native applications are not a niche, they are the future. Who we are, I think it's the same. It's very similar to the vision. Read the vision, and it is the same thing. And we read all of this in this from here. Yeah, this is the same blog that they posted. It was available from Read the Vision, and it's we have read all of that, and it was pretty interesting. And I advise you guys doing research to read this once by yourself. Take time to read it, and you'll definitely be helped for the research for the project, and guided more by reading it in more detail. So now we are going to head over to their white paper. Let's just go to their GitHub. I think we should find actually we can also find their white paper link from my previous parts video description. So let's just head over there. Okay, so I have just opened the link from the video's description. I think we can also find it from their GitHub. So I had the exact link attached to my description for the previous video's description. I'll also try to attach the link in this video's description, so you can head over to the links that I am going on directly from the video's description. Now let's read the white paper. I think it's a long one, but it will be worth it. So first of all, I think it will be similar to the vision, because obviously it will be aligned with that. So we will just have a look over to the white paper, and after that we can go over to the community on X and Telegram. Okay, so as you can see, I just paused the recording for a while, and I wanted to be clear on the fact that the tokenomics I mentioned are crystal clear to me, so that I can convey them to you easily. Because if you are not into projects that are serious about their own ways of doing things, because many projects just follow simple mechanisms, and this project is serious and knows what they are doing. So you need to be attentive and there to understand the infrastructure, the vision, and the how the way of managing the token and its inflation rate and everything that they do. You have to have a brain and be attentive to learn that. So I wanted to be crystal clear on that. And now this guy in Telegram community, we will dive deeper into that socials later on also, but for now this guy from their even though we could have found it further on the white paper, but this is much easier, made much simpler by Raymond. See over here, we when on the home page we see when we learn about the tokenomics, and we also discussed in the part 1 in the overview video. When we go to the tokenomics, we see 35, 35 and 30. This is not blocks emission, like not the minted blocks or not the new blocks that are generated. This is the division of the platform fees, that is the the fees that developers give for getting the APIs, which was I think over here, or maybe in the application section we can just say, yeah, this. So these were the stake required fees. So the tokenomics over here are the platform fees. So 35% to development treasury, 30% to the governance, and 35% to service nodes. Now these are the nodes that are basically API nodes that run that basically manage the API calls that will be handled through these nodes. Now service nodes are basically the rewards for service nodes. That's a normal service node, not an API node. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but this is what I get from the concept of the project, that A normal service node is receive the reward from the block emission. Now block emission is basically a total of you can see distribution model. Now we will read over here and understand. There's a block, and now this is the white paper basically, and if you see over here that XEQM Labs tokenomics white paper. Now what is XEQM Labs is already covered from the website, and we all know now what's that after going through the part 1 of the overview, and we know the supply provenance. We know that there's 276 million coins, and the migration is already complete. The swap was done and it was verified, and it was very smooth process. Now we know that ongoing omissions, this is where the topic we are discussing begins. Beyond the starting supply, new XEQM enters circulation through protocol level emission streams, both running on fixed and predictable schedules. Okay, service not block rewards. Now this is not the developer fees that we will get from developers trying to integrate API. This is normal block rewards like in every other crypto. The protocol means 8.25 XEQM per 60-second block as a reward to the selected service node. 1000 XEQM per day in block emission. So basically 11,880 XEQM per day for the service node blocks. For the service nodes, this is the coins that all the service nodes receive per day. So the more service nodes are there, the lesser each service node will get. You can say this is not the whole block reward. The total block reward is this amount plus some other amount, that is the governance emission. The protocol mints approximately 17,857 XEQM per day to the governance wallet for development ecosystem programs, security audits, and long-term investments, which are further categorized in this table that we will see right now. So the total block reward, we can say that in other projects we see, is basically 11,880 plus 17,857, which adds up to 11,880 plus 17,857. So this adds up to 29,737. So if we see that this is the total block reward, and 40%, because 11,880 XEQM is for around 39 point something, so around 40% of 29,737. and this was I was able to get to this point from reading the white paper, and also Raymond also over here made it quite simpler, like 11,000 plus 17,000 is total. This is the amount that is the total emission per day that we just calculated as well. So 11,880 is approximately 40% from that amount. So 40% of the block emission is gone straight to service nodes, and the rest is for governance. So it's about 4.336 million per year, and you can see the 3.1% per annum reward at 700 nodes, but right now the number is 490 nodes. And 80 service node emissions per day, 17,857 governed. That is the structure. So now we have this clear. Now the another we read that there are two protocol level emission streams. Now these are the ones. Now these emissions are written into the protocol and follow a known schedule that anyone can compute from public parameters. Total supply grows over time as a result, and XEQM is therefore an uncapped supply chain on the same model as Monero's tail emission. The fixed supply discipline the project commits to refers to the absence of discretionary issuance, not a hard cap on protocol driven emissions. Okay. So I hope that's clear right now that about the tokenomics. I think in part 1 we didn't go that deep in this matter. So no discretionary means no burns. XEQM Labs commits. Yeah, we have read this this in part 1 also. So now let's see the tokenomics model once again in more detail. Block emission. The network produces a new block every 8.25. Yeah, we have read that 11,880 XEQM per day for the service nodes. Governance emission is 17,857, or roughly 124,999 XEQM per week. Okay. So distribution model is basically this categorized in the table. So 40%, like we calculated, 11,880 for the service node, and the rest 60% is further categorized for the governance. The governance is further categorized basically. So 40% paid directly to service nodes for as compensation for securing network. Okay, core protocol development gets 25% from the governance. Now what is core protocol development? Supports development for the blockchain, the XEQM Labs platform, and the core network services. Okay. Marketing and awareness is 15%, improves network visibility and supports adoption. Okay. Ecosystem and community grants bounties, community rewards, and integration support. That's also nice. 10% is for that. Security and audits 5%, covers audit, security reviews, and reliability tests. And held for stability, emergency needs, or long-term operations is 5%. That is named long-term reserve. Okay, so this is the structure of the block. On block rewards, XEQM Labs developer platform generates fees that benefits the broader ecosystem. The platform distributes all revenues as follows. So this is the fees that we saw over here: 35, 35, and 30%. That was the developer fees that's gotten from there. And API node operators get 35% of the distributed proportionally of the fees that is distributed proportionally by requests served to the operators running XEQM Labs API nodes. Okay. Now XEQM Labs Treasury gets 35% funds ongoing platform development. Okay. Now community governance is 30%, so it gets 30% of the fees, and I think the notes for this is flows to the governance wallet for community directed allocation. So this was basically the structure for platform fee distribution, not the block emissions. Okay, so I hope that this is now clear for anyone trying to get over with the tokenomics for the service node development. So if you're running a simple service node, you know that 11,880 XEQM per day are the rewards for the service nodes, and you can easily head over to the Explorer, check how many service nodes are there. Go to their website, click on the Explorer tab, and just over here you will see SN rewards 11,880, just like we know. So you will see how many total SNs are there right now from here. Total nodes 454, so you should be able to calculate yourself, or if you don't want nodes are 488. So by the way, if you do not want to be calculating yourself, this page already has a lot of calculations and user friendly display available. So service nodes 454 I think are active, and the other 34 are open for staking. So you can easily see 11,880 divided by 454 is the reward for each node per day for right now. So let's just calculate it for today. 11,880 divided by 454, so we have about 26.1 coins per day for each node, which is a service node is ran by holding or locking 200,000 XEQM. So basically you are buying 200,000 XEQM coins, and this project is very potential, and it can go up very, very high. So you are just getting passive income in the coins, and after maybe 2 or 3 years, like a user recently said in the Telegram group, you may not need to sell those coins for your lifetime, because the service node income you will generate may be worth so much that it's like a passive income once crypto is regularized, and the privacy is sector is already trending, but once it's more trending and it gets onto every other integrated onto every other website and everything, so you may not need to sell these forever, and you just get a passive lifestyle from this investment. So just invest wisely, do your own research, and find projects like these, in my personal opinion, are just gold are just gems that are very hard to find. And this is something very technical, but at the same time very, very rare, that the developer team is such hardworking and looking promising from the face of it, and from the deep research until now I don't see many flaws or any kind of flaw, you can say. So that's what the service nodes can offer if you are an investor and want to invest in service node. And the good thing is that this amount 200k is now also there's a feature that you can stake 100,000 minimum, and the rest of the coins can be distributed by other people to other people, because there are open, you can say, shared nodes. This is a kind of shared node. So minimum operator contribution is 100,000, and the rest people can fill in to serve the node. And that's why this is a very another great, that if someone doesn't have the whole 100,000 coins, then he can run 200,000 coins, then he can run 100,000 coins node, and the rest people with 10,000 20,000 coins can fill in. But now if you have even less coins, like maybe 500 coins, 1,000 coins, I think there is an upcoming option as announced in the community, that the service nodes are being integrated on nodehub.io. Nodehub.io is another platform where shared masternodes are promoted. They basically, what they do, they cover projects like big projects, and I think this project is going to be covered now. And you can see they have many projects supported, and they allow to invest with a minimum contribution, and they run the node themselves and distribute the payments to the investors. It's just like a mining pool. You all mine, all the miners are unified into a single miner, and then they mine. So it's like they run the masternode for you, and many people contribute for that, and they distribute the rewards then when the rewards are received. So this is basically what's next for XEQM Labs as announced in the community. I hope it gets listed over there soon as well. So this was the tokenomics and service nodes. Now why 50% minimum operator reward? Now why 10,000 minimum contributor stake? Now another thing was that nodehub that .io will enhance that. Right now without them we have a 10,000 XEQM minimum contributor stake rule, that we can see that if a person opens 100,000 XEQM node and wants people to put in their shares, this will allow 10 other people to participate, a total 11 people including the node operator. So basically only 10,000 minimum coins is the requirement now. It's reduced from 100,000 or 200,000, but still it's a huge amount, and if someone can't invest that much, then nodehub.io will be a very good option for them in the future. Now service node life cycles and attack vectors and protection, these are the white paper things that you can read in detail, and they will provide you valuable information. XEQM as a utility token. Now these we have also read the developer fees that and the staking requirements for developers to get the API calls per month, and parameter summary. Now let's just check this for this table. Consensus mechanism is 100% POS. Block time is 60 seconds. Okay, these are the emissions we saw. Solo operator APY at 700 nodes. Now right now the number is 454. So it's 3.1% at 700 nodes. Okay, roadmap. If it is live, the roadmap that follows describes the work ahead. Okay, phase 1, network stabilization, continued monitoring of block production, service node uptime, and network health. Operator onboarding support, node explorer feature, XEQM Labs API platform production launch, public release of the developer API, the registration, API node onboarding, and the first production integration API node fee distribution becomes active. Okay, phase 3 will have privacy oracle phased rollout, internal proof of concept, federated testnet, and mainnet oracle with internal external oracle consumer access. Oracle phase 4. So oracle outputs become available to external smart contract consumers and production enterprise tier XEQM labs developers. This phase activates only after the Nakamoto coefficient reaches at least 6. Okay, the phase 5, formal governance, structured proposal process, weighted voting for operators, and the long-term transition away from founding team governance. So these are the phases, the aim and the vision and the roadmap for them to take their products to the next level, and I think they're very visionary about these things. So there isn't much to comment. They are just building perfection. XEQM privacy oracle, this is now the detail of that and why this fits XEQM. The XEQM Privacy Oracle is a planned capability of XEQM Labs platform that allows smart contracts and external applications to consume authenticated private data feeds without exposing the underlying source data. It is built on a decentralized Oracle protocol for TLS that proves data provenance from standard HTTPS endpoints using zero knowledge proofs, requiring no server-side cooperation and no trusted hardware. Now, Privacy Oracle is just genius. I would love that privacy sector combined with the Oracle idea. This is just genius. I love this. I just love this vision, and I hope that we get to see this very soon. The Oracle is not part of the initial mainnet feature set. It's a later phase platform capability developed after the XEQM Labs mainnet is stable and the XEQM Labs API platform has reached production. This section describes the architecture. Okay, let's read this section. Why this fits XEQM. We know that privacy, I already understand why. Because privacy and Oracle just makes so much sense. Architecture. The Oracle operates as a 3-layer system sitting on top of the existing service node infrastructure. Prover layer. The application or user who holds access to the private data source acts as the prover. The prover fetches data from a standard TLS endpoint such as a price, API, and account, portal, or compliance feed, and participates in cryptographic protocol that commits to the response without revealing it. Okay, so these are basically more depth of the mechanism that will work through to make it possible, and these are really good ideas, and I hope these get executed also. And we can track their progress through the community and we can further look to the progress of the execution of these. And we have seen many products listed, and I hope all of them get many developers and integrations into the real world applications as soon as possible. I would love to see this. I'm really bullish on this project, reading the white paper and the vision. So Oracle verifier hardware requirements: 500 Mbps network connection with low latency, 8 CPU cores, 16 GB of RAM, 200 GB of SSD. Yeah, so you will also need API nodes for that. Obviously these are the things that we have already also discussed and saw in the first part also. So these are the tiers for data source governance. These are now, I think, the breakdown of the products like Oracle and governance. And basically the white paper is also very detailed and very on building. I would, the word I find is again and again is perfection. They are trying to make everything, like they are offering so many things, yet not even a single thing is left behind. They are trying to make everything cooked to perfection. That's the thing I love about this white paper that we read today. So this was it. This was the white paper. We took a lot of time to read because I didn't expect it to be this much detailed and this much written to perfection with the details it had and the knowledge it had. I am again intrigued. First I had read the vision, but now the white paper even makes it more accomplishing, looking like it will be a very bullish for an investment. It will be bullish now, but I see it now more than an investment. I see it as an innovation, as a takeover for the privacy sector. This project can single-handedly lead the privacy sector, in my opinion. Now let's see. Now I plan to make this part 2 a type of video in which we will also cover socials like Telegram and Discord, but I think we can do that right now in this video. But this video is already half an hour long, and we may take 5 to 10 minutes more, but it's worth it because the white paper took a long time and it was a very detailed heart. It felt like everything was coming out of true intentions and hard work that the developers wanted to show, and they were just flexing their awesome roadmap and visions out there. So let's head over to their X, and after an awesome detailed white paper, let's see how's their communities. So if we go to the X from their website, I don't see the link for X over here. I think we can see the documentations over here, of course. Let's head over to their Telegram first. Now I would like to go to the Telegram, and from here we will be able to find. Let's just go to the pinned message, close this. Okay, so this is the community. I have been very active in the community as well. Now for example, this community has a thing with abbreviations. They make abbreviations. First of all, there's a thing like IABAR. It's called I am as bullish as Raymond. Raymond is one of the sweetest guys and most sensible guys I saw in this in for a while now in some communities, because he is the backbone of the community. He supports the project like no one else. He is someone who is as bullish as it can get, and that's why the abbreviation I'm as bullish as Raymond deserves to be there, because now if anyone is a little is feeling bullish, he says IABAR. And the second one is YABE, which is you are not bullish enough, which I found out just today because I asked. The community is having fun and they're very active every day. There are hundreds and hundreds of messages out there. They're just talking about the project's trust and project security, and Raymond is out there. If any topic is being discussed, whenever he's active on Telegram, Raymond, the bullish guy, the guy I just talked about, he's out there sending voice messages that literally makes so much sense and make you feel like investing for the project so much that you logically think about the project. He's not just blind supporting like any other anonymous people on the internet. He's here providing talking real facts, and then he's asking you, why are you not investing, and do you think it's something that you should not be investing in? And that's why Raymond is also called the backbone of the project. And secondly, I was just looking at the community, because I have been in the community for quite a while now. They're just hanging around and enjoying their the vibe, because the developers gave them trust. They valued them before the transition, and now the community gives it back. They are fully invested. There are whales of holding millions of coins. For example, Raymond himself, but they are acting as diamond hands, and I would love to that recently Ray himself talked 5 minutes voice message. He talked about basically what he said. I can't agree, I can't agree less. I can just listen to it again and again and say he's 100% right. He talked about that at every other project there's a real price discovery after the launch, a few days after the launch, and which is at a very lower point. But for this project, after the launch, the price is going up and up, and that's because the project is after being launched, the diamond holders aren't selling anything below, and they have higher aims, and they know the potential. They will not even sell for a lifetime. They know they are staking, they are using service nodes, and that the coin going trending, and in future going towards a destination that it deserves. It may be a passive income for the rest of the lives without even selling those nodes. So Raymond said the price discovery for this project is at a much higher point rather than going to a lower point and then settling, and that was really the statement of the day for this project. I found, and that's really interesting to see these kinds of remarks. And every another remark is bullish, but again that makes more sense than you think it should be. It's not just random bullish talk in the community; it's sensible community talk. So obviously there is also very much price talk about there, but really people are not really affected if there's a person selling a lot of coins and then the price goes down, because it's just very early to the transitional stage and the relaunch or the launch of the mainnet again for the XEQM project. So everyone is very hopeful for the project, and the 7 years of history it has and the trust that this new team just gave. I don't think it's possible to break that the what do we call it, the hopes of the community that they have for the project, and the bullishness, the positive vibes that they bring are just on the next level for any newcomer out there joining the community. So just I suggest everyone do their own research, join the community, be active, just talk with some people and for a few days, and you will instantly feel what I am talking about. You will instantly understand what I am telling about the community. How is their vibe, how is the so much positive energy out there without even being so much, without even spending a lot of time in the community. You will feel that instantly. So yeah, and now recently they have got listed on non-KYC. Obviously the previous coin Equilibria was listed, but then the transitional phase came and XEQM is now listed again now. So if we see, they are also listed on CoinGecko. They are not listed right now. I think they have their application is submitted, and they may be listed on in 2 to 3 weeks time. So now this was the Telegram group. Just to confirm, I would like to search CoinGecko over here, because there was an official update regarding that. Just a sec. That our new CoinGecko listing is live. We encourage everyone in the community to visit XEQM page regularly. So yeah, the submission is so yeah, there will be a 15 to 20 minutes before it gets listed, maybe less, maybe more. So hopefully there will also be the CoinGecko integration, for as the previous coin is now no more there, and it's transitioned into XEQM labs. Now by here we see a link of non-logs exchange, which I didn't use before joining this project, but this exchange didn't prove to be bad. It's very good exchange. It's actually nice. I used it to buy my buy XEQM first time for myself, and I found it very good, even though there were some login verifying captcha errors in the beginning, but I found a solution in the Telegram group. Also shared, I also shared it. You basically just had to clear the so for you can also search on the Telegram group the fix for it, and you will find my message from my XRYPTO account that how to fix that issue. But I don't think anyone else is going to be receiving that issue, and I think they have solved that issue right now. And now I think they are going undergoing a maintenance right now. I don't think they were going a lot before. I hope it's not. It was just for a second right now. So we will be able to cover this exchange as well. Now XEQM BTC and USDT, these two pairs are listed, and this is the first exchange that listed XEQM. So on BTC the price is you can see the sell orders, the buy orders, but this doesn't really you can say prove the price. This is a very early stage still, but the project is very old. The vision is very matured. The team is very solid. So any bigger future potential is not defined by the small changes in price that will be done on on these low cap exchanges, but obviously for non-logs XEQM was the main thing that it had, and now the volume has increased so much on non-logs exchange solely because of XEQM. So XEQM is listed on non-logs, and you can see BTC pair and also the USDT pair has some kind of volume. The buy orders are at 0.029 and the sell orders are at 0.049. Now non-KYC has a lesser gap of the buy orders, which is the second exchange that is recently listed, XEQM, and we will just head over to non-KYC, go to the XEQM. There's only one pair, XEQM USDT, and you can see it's in the top gainer section at the top. This is the beauty of this coin. Now even on a big exchange, on a slightly bigger exchange and second exchange, it's in the top gainers chart, and almost 0.75, and it's very close to 0.1, and I'm sure the real potential of this project may lead it towards some very high levels, and these anything lesser than $5 maybe or $10 is very easy for anyone to invest in and get. It will be like investing in a gem. This is my personal research and opinion for this project. Now you can see there is a lesser gap in non-KYC exchange, and there is a lesser amounts, but the price keeps moving up and then stabilizes, and then I think this is something that it's trying to find its price discovery, but it started from 0.02, 0.03. It's just climbing up, and I hope this project gets to a value where it deserves, like above $5, $10, $20. This is that will be the real price discovery, And the original project Equilibria had a all-time high of around $0.9. So this project is way better than that. It's the same project with the with the polished team, with the polished vision or roadmap, and a definitely better team and better community. Now same community but more more numerous and more solid one. So yeah, that's why this project has a lot of hopes from my side. You should do your own research and then see it for yourself. So this was their the two exchanges that have listed the project, the Telegram, and I would like to go on X to see the project. Let's head over to x.com. Okay, so I have also posted about the project already, so I will go to my profile and see the latest post I made, and I tagged them. So this post is quite for letting the people know, letting the spread word for the part 1 we made, that this project is kind of gem for me. So this is the X account, 2066 built on developer platform for private data delivery, identity access control, and value transfer, powered by XEQM. Now this is the same vision that we saw on the website. Now the pinned post is Mainnet is live on May 7. A proof of stake network with verifiable 276 million supply and predictable emission. Service nodes are online. This is privacy you can build on. Okay, perfect. Nice pinned post. You can say the day it all began. Only the resilient survived. This is 11 hours ago. Week 1 of XEQM, the developer team pushed V1.0.2, established partnerships with Pecunia and NotHub.io. By the way, Pecunia, I have been giving the link in description also. You can easily also run the service nodes on Pecunia if you have the amount. NotHub and NotHub.io. As I told, NotHub.io may be available soon. And the networks proved its durability. Like we said, this community refuses to disappear. The community and the team is very solid and hopeful for the project, and the vision, and honestly the vision and the the roadmap, it deserves to be, it's only fair to be that solid and hopeful. Weekly network stats: 452 active service nodes, 34 open pool nodes, 34% supply locked. The push to 700 active nodes begins now. So 700 is apparently, I found the number that was the number of nodes before for the previous coin that they transitioned from, and they all want to achieve that milestone once again. So that's why I think 700 milestone is something they want to be they want it to be achieved. There was some kind of an error where deactivating some service nodes was the 1 or 2 days ago. I think there was a lot of deactivation in service nodes, maybe 50 to 100 nodes, but I think the team managed to stabilize that issue, and now the error is gone, and I think they may be still working on that. So the 700 nodes is pretty doable, and it's going to be very soon if the project is resilient. The community is as good as it's just doing now. The 700 nodes is something that will be done very soon, and maybe more than that, a lot more than that. So non KYC listed them. That's something that they reposted, and yeah, their X account is very representable and professional as well. So I personally for this project, my final 2 cents would be, privacy is trending right now. For example, let's just see coin market cap. If you go to the coin market cap and then search over here Zcash, for example. Now if we see 1 month chart, it's just going nuts. It's booming. It's going from 300 to 650, and then currently at 570% are bullish on this privacy sector. And if we also just go to privacy coin market cap to see the category of privacy, you can see Zcash. Now in last 7 days it may have stabilized a bit. I agree on that, but we can see that this is something that is trending. For example, now we see Monero is getting delisted and getting many difficulties by exchanges and platforms, but it's never irrelevant. It's always in talks. And Chainlink, Zcash, Litecoin, now all of these serve a purpose, privacy, but I don't think any of them truly does the fair job serving the privacy label that they take on. So XEQM Labs is definitely doing more than just having the privacy on the label and making it a use case for the real world practical applications. So for me, XEQM Labs is my next 1000x gem. And even if it doesn't go 1000x, I think the vision is something that has so much potential that the price alone doesn't matter. It may also be very useful as a platform and infrastructure, not just as a crypto asset. It's more than that, and that's why I basically love the project. I like the atmosphere around, and I will be hanging around this project for a while and covering this project for my follow-up videos, and my other videos that I will be making about will be containing this project. So I will see you guys around, and I hope you guys can do your own research and let me know in the comments what you think. And I just wanted to give you guys a follow-up about something I have been planning. I'm planning something to do with the project. I have been in talk with the project's team, and there is a plan to hold a giveaway for XEQM coins. So let me know in the comments if you want to get involved, and I will also try to make it possible as soon as possible. So just let me know. I would love to see comments telling me about the giveaway, if they are willing to invest in this project, what they think, what are your 2 cents about the project, and also for the giveaway, what are your ideas, how should we hold the giveaway, and are you in or are you out? So that would mean a lot. Just let me know in the comments, like the video, and make sure to subscribe the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye.